And you're like exaggerating for a really funny story. You weren't as like.
I know. I was cool. I was like, good luck against the Padres, Will. Whatever.
I cannot.
Okay, it wasn't like that either. It was more like, good luck against the Padres.
Yeah, that was
What
a
do you
little. Yeah,
think?
yeah, that was.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
He smiled and was like,
He did.
yeah.
I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me.
Do you still feel the wine from last night?
I mean,
It was interesting that it was a wine night, but the only wine we had was at dinner. They didn't serve it at the bars.
yeah, you would have thought they would have taken that opportunity to just.
I wonder, because I'm sure that was a choice.
Yeah,
Maybe they wanted the wine paired with the food so you can kind of
tasted
experience
the notes
it that way.
I enjoyed the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir. I
Me
love
too.
Pinots, but honestly,
too.
yeah, it was good.
Really good. I think
But-
Chella enjoyed it too.
She had so much fun.
I loved hanging with Chella.
Oh, I'm glad.
So Sam and I always, like, whenever we do anything, family event, go somewhere, we always leave and we're like, okay, who was your favorite person from the night? You know? And like, obviously Chella just won above everyone.
Well, no, it was fun. You guys got to like really hang out with her. And I love that you two sat next to each other. And I didn't really even plan it that way or think about it, but you got to like see her personality and like her jokes and like
She is funny.
she was a firecracker last
She
night.
really
I'm like
was.
Chella.
I hope she had a good time. I think she did.
She was so bummed with her knee kind of hurting. I know, it's just so annoying, but she's in physical therapy and so she's going to strengthen it. And I mean, if she has to go in for another little surgery, you know, it's like they're so good and quick now and so in and out. And so because she's not done, she has so much life and fire in her. And, you know, it really hurts to just walk. It's just so, but she said besides that, like it was like one of the best nights. And she was just so proud of us. And it was so beautiful. And getting to meet everyone. Nomar was my brother's favorite player.
Oh
and
my gosh.
what a nice.
Okay. Well, in case anyone doesn't know what we're talking about,
Yeah.
we went to Jaime Jarrin's annual wine night last night. He has a foundation called the Jaime and Blanca Jarrin Foundation, and all the proceeds and all that the organization is about is giving back to Latino youth.
And I believe that these scholarships were specifically to people who are in the law program or becoming lawyers and stuff like that, which I know it was such a beautiful evening. And they're such a beautiful family. You could just feel the love in that room. And they very much highlighted and kept the focus on what it needed to be about, which is what I really loved. Because sometimes events like that, there's so much going on.
I also loved that they had the recipients of the scholarship stand up and have a moment. That was really nice. It's nice to be able to see the people that are being impacted in the best way from all that they're doing and all that the money was raised for. I think maybe my favorite moment of the night was when Chella met Jaime and they spoke Spanish together.
I know. I knew that was going to be like an instant.
The smile on his face
I know.
when he met her and then her, loved
because
it.
when you hear the accent, it's like you right away. My mom is like, you know, has like kind of a lighter hazel greenish kind of eye, and has olive skin, but she's fair complexion, you know, and she doesn't necessarily scream, I speak Spanish. And she's gotten that her whole life, you know, but then when she starts talking and her Argentine dialect of just the way she speaks Spanish is so beautiful. And I've seen it my whole life. She says something and then people are just like, where are you from? And then it's always, you know, and then when she says Argentina, it's like, so I just knew that was going to happen because even the way he speaks and the way his Spanish is reminds me, you know, of like my grandma and like her brother and the way they used to talk, you know, and So I knew they would like mesh on that energy.
I loved it. It was really sweet.
He asked my mom, he's like, I hope you weren't bored. My mom told me today, she's like, if you ever see him again, please tell. And she goes, what? She goes, no way. I am not bored at all. This was beautiful.
It really was. It was cool. I was wondering how it was kind of going to be because it was in the center field plaza.
Yeah.
And it's always so busy there. Me too.
But
Me too.
it was perfect because I loved being under the blue heaven on earth sign. Like it's just, and then you look to your right and the sun goes down and the palm trees. And then it's just Fernando's mural. And I'm just like, I stopped for a second and was just like, it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And how fitting to have his mural kind of just overlooking everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really,
it really
cool.
was. That was the first Dodger event that I've taken my sister to. And that was really nice for her to kind of see this new world of mine and meet all the people that I talk about. Yeah. I loved getting to introduce her to everyone. And on our drive home, she's like, everyone was exactly what I thought they would be.
I would love to hear that. I want to hear her breakdown.
Yeah, I'll have her give it to you.
I mean, she just knows how to work a room so well. And her outfit, I'm just like...
You know, she designed that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I heard
She's fun to bring to anywhere because I don't have to worry about her. She will make friends with anyone. She can talk to anybody.
Totally.
She just has this presence that people are drawn to. And I loved getting to show her off.
Yeah, it was. It was so fun.
And I knew that Chella and Sam would click instantly. And it was perfect.
It was.
It was just what we thought it would be.
I know. And it seemed like they raised some money last night for, some other... I think scholarships or whatever. And
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Every one of the auction items was bought, right?
I think so.
And the numbers kept going. Oh my gosh. Remember when Sam put her hand up for Will Smith's jersey?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, I think you may have gotten up for that one.
No, but I got back and you're like, Sam just bit on Will Smith's jersey. And now I'm dying just thinking of Sam being, because they're not throwing around small numbers.
No, it was like 5 Adam. So they had a Will Smith signed jersey. And all of a sudden, I see Sam's hand go up, 500. I'm like, what are you doing?
It would look nice in her studio.
But we're just like, what is happening? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, that was so good.
And I looked at her, I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
I know. That was funny. She didn't win though, so.
She didn't win.
She didn't keep bidding. But I bet one day she will get a Will Smith jersey.
Yeah.
Signed. Somehow, some way. I don't know. But
that's kind of fun to think about.
Because now it's like a joke between us.
I know. That's so funny.
Well, anyway, welcome back to Talk Dodgers to me. I am Melissa Meyer.
And I'm Jacqueline Ruiz.
And we have so much to get into. We're in such a better place this time recording than we were last time.
We were
Remember,
separated.
we were like, oh.
Yeah.
You're right.
What other one were you talking about?
I was just thinking of us talking about the losing streak.
Oh, the losing. I know. Now it feels a little more normal. I mean,
I really think that we just need to tap into our team's energy. They are calm, cool, and collected.
They really
and
are.
I want to try to be like them more.
I think that's a good goal. No, you're right. Because like even with the San Diego, I was nervous. I was really nervous. I didn't want I didn't want drama. Honestly, I just wanted good baseball.
But it was like, there was so much hype about this series. Everyone was talking about how last time the managers went out, they get ejected. Everyone's getting hit by a pitch. Shohei now won't even nod to Schilt because he lost respect for him. And then it went the total opposite way. And they didn't really bring anything.
It was so calm. And it was like almost eerie.
Too calm?
I don't know. But our team had this like stoic, which I kind of was like, hell yeah. They had this like, all right, everyone calm down. Like, we've got this. Like, we'll control the show here. Like, we got this. Like, we got the energy. Like, everyone sit down. And I felt it. I almost felt like the Dodgers were like, everyone sit down and calm down and let's play baseball. And I was like, I was pumped for it. I was watching at the wedding. Well, it was the reception.
How was the wedding?
It was so beautiful.
It looked beautiful. You looked beautiful.
Thank you.
The bride looked beautiful. And her daughter, oh my gosh. That one video, I don't know if you sent it to me or you posted it, but it made me tear up. It was
when
really
she was
sweet.
like looking at her mommy, she just, Yeah, Finley was amazing every moment. Mike and Sherry are amazing. And Finley just inserted herself at always the most perfect time. Right after they said, I do, she ran up and they walked back down the aisle.
How old is she?
4. She's so sweet. She's a really sweet little girl. It was beautiful and it was so much fun. And I low-key loved that it was on a Friday because I got home Saturday and I was like, wow. I felt like I still had like the weekend to kind of get things done and not feel like
Yeah,
it was kind of fun.
but you were watching on your phone.
Yeah, and so my friend.
Do you watch on MLB, ESPN app? Like,
I
what
was
do you
on the
watch
the Spectrum.
SNLA?
Yeah, the Spectrum app. I guess I don't know. It works most of the time. There's only like a couple times that it was weird, but I think it's because it was streaming on Apple or something else. Mm-hmm. But my friend Amanda, she officiated the wedding.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was really fun. But she was like, I'm like, I have to put the game on. She's like, it's okay. Like, you can be that person. And then there was a play where I made like, and she goes, you cannot be that person. And I was like, okay, I'll play it cool.
Well, I was even thinking last night, I'm like, are they going to have the game playing? Because everybody that's there is going to be looking at their phones, keeping up with the score and stuff. And of course, we happened to find a TV that it was playing. And we were up 7-0 at that point.
I mean, yeah.
Bases were full of Dodgers and Mookie was up.
I know.
It was fun also, like, being there with everybody. And when they were doing all the auction stuff, they're like, Dodgers won. And everyone, cheered. That was fun.
That was really fun.
That was an angry win because we shouldn't have dropped that first game.
Yeah.
And their walk-off win, hated it. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. I feel like that's a theme. We have a really bad loss like that, and then we come back swinging the next day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good game for Alex Call.
I'm so proud of him. And, I kind of was hearing like people thought he was like too confident with like his after interview.
Because he said, I'm a good baseball player.
Yeah, but I went and actually listened to it, and that's not even really what he said. He said, I have to trust that I'm a good player. And my thing is like, why would someone saying the way he said it, I actually didn't feel like, okay, calm down. But like, why would you want him to calm down? He's on our team.
Totally.
Let him have confidence to the end of the world. I mean, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
what?
It's interesting this week. We're going to cover a couple of kind of misinformation stuff because you're right. When I listen to it, yeah, that's a confident baseball player. He is a great baseball player. There's a reason he's playing in the major leagues.
Right. And he wants to remember that he has it so that he can be the best player for us.
Yeah. What do they want him to say? Yeah. I suck?
Yeah. Like,
I had a really good game.
But I know I still have a lot to prove. Like, dude, you're in the majors and we're coming up on the end of the season. Prove it, proved, move on, keep going.
Yeah, we want them to have this confidence. It's interesting because I listened to Kiké on a podcast this week, which was really fun to hear him on a podcast like that. And he said that when they're asking him about like how he comes alive in October. And he basically said that when October hits, he allows himself to have this arrogance that he won't allow himself to have in the regular season. And that really is what comes out. And he's able to just kind of tap into that and go into a game saying, first at bat, I'm hitting a home run. And then he'll do it. Because he did that when he was playing for the Red Sox one year and he hit 3 home runs in one game.
Yeah.
But he said, like, I need to tap into that arrogance. And that's what I thought of when I heard that people were hating on Call, making a comment that he's a good baseball player. Like, what's bad about that?
I mean, we preach Mamba mentality in LA constantly. And like, that is Mamba mentality. Like, that is why Mamba was created. It's a whole mindset of what you click into to be better than anything. And so, yeah, when I read that, I'm like, or like heard it, because I was like, okay, I want to hear the context of this. And I went back and listened. It's like, what? Like,
it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. If he were to say something to the total other extreme, I'm sure he would have gotten heat from that. If someone like Mookie or Kiké, if Kiké said that, would he be getting hate? No, I bet everyone would be like, yeah,
But then everyone's like, but he has to prove himself. I'm like, he's on the team. He's proved himself. He's in the league. Our people they put him on our team. So I think
I get, Dodger fans wanting him to prove himself to us because he hasn't done too much.
But okay, like how I felt about Conforto. Yeah, of course, now recently there's been things where I'm like, okay, but at the beginning I wasn't not liking him. I wasn't wishing him to do bad. I was waiting for that moment to feel the connection. And like, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I'm waiting for him to do what he has to do for me to just like connect him differently as a player. But I'm not sitting here saying like, don't be too confident, young boy. You're just the new, like, what?
But even think about like, he joined this superstar team. Every player in the lineup is great. He hasn't been doing that well. So maybe he's looking at everybody else like, when is it going to be my turn? When am I finally going to get a hit? And he finally is gaining that confidence. I mean, watching him smile, running around the bases when he hit the homer was so sweet that I'm sure he's like, you know what? I am a really good player.
Yeah, I can do
and now
this.
I'm proving it. And that's probably where his head was at. And so,
and let's be honest, who knows that one of our boys in there haven't been hyping him up and teaching him a different mindset and letting him get comfortable. Like, I just don't understand like why anyone would go negative with it. Yeah.
Because people will find a reason to for anything.
Yeah. No, I know.
But while we're on this same page of the misinformation, there's been some drama.
I know.
So apparently, a writer, last name Baxter, yes, who was filling in for Jack Harris.
Oh yeah, Jack Harris.
I wrote down the names. Okay. So Kevin Baxter wrote a story. He was filling in for Jack Harris, and I guess he saw Mookie go into Dave Roberts' office after the game and just assumed that some crazy intense meeting was happening with Mookie, Andrew Friedman, and Dave Roberts after Teo missed the ball in the outfield, and everyone is, of course, their number one thing they want to say, Mookie needs to go back in right field, which, man, I'm just tired of it.
I loved David Vassay's take on it of just like, because he, you know, you try to like listen to people and like hear little nuggets, people who are close to the team and stuff. And it's just so hard, but it's like, you know, I think the biggest thing was like, that's not how our organization works. And you don't know that. So don't speak on it. I love that he put it as like, it was very irresponsible. And I'm like, it's true, you know, especially right now. Like,
but how is that allowed? You just assume that's what's happening and you put out an article. So now everyone believes that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how sick Mookie is of hearing everybody talk about him going back into right field? I get it. I really do. I understand why people want him to go back there. But if we want him to succeed and we want him to keep getting better, don't you think the conversation needs to shift?
Yeah.
To be like on his side rather than against everything he's doing?
Well, I think,
can't that contribute to his state of mind right now? Because
totally,
baseball is all about a mental game.
But then it's like, you know, I think Teo not doing as well in the last couple games in right field is what's really opening this back up, you know? But it's like, who would we put at short?
Yeah, and I like how Dave Roberts, man, I give him so much credit for not like yelling when people are asking the same question over and over again. And he's like, well, what's the alternative?
Yeah.
Like, show me another option. This is what we have right now.
I know. And he was like, Mookie comes into my office quite often. We have a very open communication. I want him to check in with us. And, you know, he comes in and we talk about where he's at with his swing or out. And he goes, and you know what? I think that that's great. Or he goes, I think that that's wonderful. And I was like, I'm like, you're just like a grown man, but you're just so cute. I just want to give you a hug. Like, I just love our guys because it's like, stop making it more than what it is because I'm communicating with my players.
And also that's an amazing thing that our players are so communicative with our coaches and the front office and that they all talk all the time.
Yeah.
I know. Lame, Baxter.
You know what's kind of crazy though to think? Like, we have all these guys in like Freeland, Dean, Buddy. But when Kiké, Kim, you know, Muncie, when they come back, Tommy Edman,
I know.
Where do these guys go? And like Freeland's been doing pretty good. You know, I mean,
Dean gets the boot for sure. Buddy gets the boot for sure.
Yeah.
When Tommy comes back.
I think Buddy did pretty good at third though.
He got his first hit.
You know, it's crazy. I came over just on TikTok and it was this girl and she was like, I'm going to miss my I'm going to miss his first Dodger game or something about like a delayed flight or a canceled flight or something. But I guess his girlfriend wasn't able to make the game and it was like this whole thing. And like, yeah, it was like, and I felt so bad. Oh, and she goes, and then I open up Instagram and someone's calling my husband a piece of shit or something. And she's like, just like loaded on. And I was like, you poor girl. But I was like, I was going to comment and be like, but he did really good for us at third. Like, you know, because like, I mean, hasn't done bad.
Do you think that's his real name or a nickname?
I don't know.
How do you, like, when I think of that, all I think is Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
I just picture Will Ferrell.
Well, it's funny. I think it is his real name because I went to her TikTok and there was one around Christmas when I think the parody of the thing was like, it's really hard to be named Buddy around this time of year. And like, it was like him. And I don't think he was
What
an
would
elf.
Buddy be a nickname for if that's not his name?
I don't know. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah. So that's kind of sad to me. Like you kind of are, I mean, they're getting their groove and then it's like, but we have really key players coming back.
Oh, I have an update.
Okay.
Kirby's coming back.
Yeah, he's the first one.
First one, then Tanner.
Mm.
Kiké is going on a rehab assignment, so that means he's getting closer, inching his way back.
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
I miss him. But get healthy for October. Do what you got to do.
You know why he has the mustache right now?
Because she's pregnant?
No.
Oh, because she posted like baby making mustache because I guess he had the same stash when she got pregnant with P.
I know. I think that was just, I don't know all the behind the scenes, obviously, but Kiké said that he told the team he was going to keep growing the stash until he was off the IL.
Oh, that's
and then didn't realize he'd be on the IL for so long. So he kind of like had to eat his words and deal with it even though he didn't want to. But then he said something like, well, the last time I grew a mustache, I got Mariana pregnant.
Yeah, now she is.
So maybe it was meant to be.
I love that.
I know.
I love that he called it Kikito.
Oh.
Another little Kikito. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I know, I miss him. But I really think that right now, like, we're okay. And I'm here for him resting up and getting ready to tap into whatever arrogance you need to tap into. I curse, take the fine, like, do what you got to do. Like, because we need October Kiké.
Yep.
Firing at all cylinders.
Oh, you need to listen to this interview with him because I really loved how he talked about Kershaw. And we need to start talking about him and how great he was in game one against the Padres. It truly was his energy that started that series off on such a bang.
I agree.
And it was really interesting when we were at the Legends Attic event last week, hearing Kirsten on ESPN and how she talked about really the energy from Kershaw and just that unspoken leadership he has that trickles around that clubhouse. And just how much they follow what he does. And so setting that for game one with that series that was so talked about couldn't have been more perfect. And how he performed.
I know. He's literally giving us the season that we wanted him to have. Like, and I just love that for him. And it makes me so happy. And it's just such a fun, it's just a really fun era. And side note, Kirsten and seeing her live on ESPN and like she's so amazing. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it so much, just like being live and hearing it. And I mean, I listened to her and all the things, but I definitely stopped and was just like, my ADD did not kick in on that one.
No,
I was locked in.
It was really nice to finally meet her in person.
Mm-hmm.
She knew who we were and about the podcast, which was really sweet. She's so pretty,
just a class
taller
act.
than I thought.
6'1" volleyball girl.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
oh, no wonder I love you.
I loved her interview. Actually, all of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I know we were there and watched it, but there's so much going on that I watched all the interviews after. I loved Stevens, loved seeing him again. We only got to meet him in the press box at one time, but he's almost like that Nomar energy where you meet them and they make you instantly feel.
Yeah. He came out of the door and looked, he's like, Jacqueline. And I was like, oh my gosh, hello.
I know, just like so sweet and genuine and like just those look you in the eye, so present in the moment. I just have so much respect for them and
we got
just
to
those
hang out
kind
with Rick.
personalities. Oh yeah, our buddy Rick. Loved
I
that.
love that. And then I love that PD, the coach, he messaged and was like, and PD and Marcel had grown up together.
I totally forgot that when I was responding
PD,
to that
Pedro.
that you guys know him.
Yeah, he grew up with Marcel, which is really funny how that connection happened because Rick had said he met Marcel and they grew up playing sports together.
So we're talking about Rick Krajewski, who has been on the podcast before. Mm-hmm. He works for the Dodgers, and PD is...
Pedro, he is a batting coach, but he plays first base, or he's a first base coach every so often. And
would he want to call into the pod?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Have a coach.
But he grew up with Marcel, and then when Marcel was in Texas in Midland, and they have a team out there, he was coaching. That's when May, and he's like, "You have to come see this kid pitch." And Marcel had told me that was when we first started dating. He's like, "Dude, this kid May, he's got this like red hair. He's got an amazing arm. Like he's gonna be something."
Wow.
Yeah, and so he kind of
cool.
like got little, but yeah, that was Pedro. So it was just like, it's just so funny how everything's really full circle. Mm-hmm. I know.
I wonder how May's doing for the Red Sox.
I haven't really heard much.
Do you know, Adam?
No, but I'll check the boxes.
Okay. His red hair with that red uniform? Although when we played them, I feel like they had a green uniform, a yellow.
I mean, yeah. I was like...
I didn't even know who they were.
And you guys have like really good colors to lean in on. They just went straight booger.
Are we done talking about Kershaw?
No, I just...
Okay, wait. You know,
I had to go 2.5 for Kirsten.
You know how Jerry said that?
Sorry, I'm like a little nasally.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
You know how Jerry told us that Kirsch would see our episode? Do you think he saw it?
I don't know. I'm going to have to follow up with that.
Jerry sent it to the 2013 group chat?
Okay, but...
Hey, guys, listen to this episode I did. That'd be so cute.
We should clip something together for him to send to the group chat.
Like us saying, hey, guys.
With her holding up a sign.
We'll do it all inside.
When he said that, though, like...
We'll just hold it up.
Your nice face.
Wait, Jill gave me this notebook and I just saw this.
Aw.
I love you, Jill.
Wait, what was I saying?
Real quick, while you're thinking, Dustin May.
Oh, yeah. How's he doing?
1 and 2 with the Boston Red Sox. Technically 2 quality starts, 1 shutout over 6 innings, and then another 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. So,
how's he looking in that uniform?
I don't know.
Like fitting? Like it looks fitting or it looks weird? You know when you see a player in a new uniform and you're like, no. Like I remember when LeBron first came to the Lakers, I'm like, this looks so weird, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I was a bitter person at that moment.
It looks like Dustin May's uniform fits him, if that's what you're asking me.
That is not what I'm asking. And you know what's so annoying? Guys know. Like, you know, if you ask a guy, and I'm not saying to tell me if Dustin May is good looking, but when you ask a guy and they're like, I don't know if he's good looking. Like, you know.
Yeah. Especially
and why
as
is it
an
so
athlete.
bad to just say yes or no?
Especially as an athlete.
Now I'm like,
if you were an athlete and you look at another athlete and it's like, you could tell if he's wearing that uniform right and there's some swag behind that. Like, you could tell. Yeah, I know. You don't got to lie to kick it.
I like that line.
Oh, thanks.
Can you well, hold on? I'm stuck on this. First of all, I'm not insecure enough to not be able to say when a man is good looking. Like objectively, there are people who are good looking, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not ashamed to say.
Who do you think? Who's your type?
Keanu Reeves.
You say Keanu Reeves because everyone tells you look like him?
Duh.
No, Adam notices guys' hair.
I do. The hair is a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. Is there a guy who doesn't look good in a baseball uniform to you? Like, can you name an example of somebody who you've seen in a baseball uniform like, oh, that doesn't work?
I just said it's like when LeBron came to the Lakers and I thought...
Baseball.
But the same thing. Like,
you think every MLB player looks like a hot baseball player in their uniform?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, whoa, that uniform doesn't fit that guy.
Okay, yeah. Like when Freddie Freeman first came to the Dodgers, I was so used to him being a Brave that it was like a little weird at first. Or when Justin Verlander, he played for the same team for so long. He goes to another team.
Even
it's
when
like,
I saw Cody Bellinger in a Yankee uniform, I was like, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah.
Sometimes when a player plays for a long stretch for a team, like you want them to stay. You want them to have a Clayton Kershaw career.
Like Michael Jordan when he put on a Wizards jersey and played with them. That was weird.
But that's not saying they look bad in the jersey.
I'm not saying
she wasn't meaning that. Like I was going more like vein. She was really just
I didn't
saying
mean
like,
fitting as in how it fits their body. I
I
meant
thought you were
fitting
saying literally
in.
fitting in its body.
that's what I was like, you were trying to tell me.
This is why we struggle with communication.
Yeah, I'm over here playing both sides because I just have a nugget for both.
He's like thinking of how it actually is
'Cause I'm
tucked
like,
into the
they-
pants.
Like if they want it to be baggy, it can be baggy. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
could
don't love
ask
a good
you.
bag, you know? I don't love when it's super baggy.
Well, Dustin May, actually, Sam pointed out because Dustin May was the other player that she learned his name because of how he wore his uniform. So she would
'Cause
be more
Dustin May
towards
liked
the
skinny
fitting.
pants.
Yes, he pulls the pants
I
under
mean,
his
Vesia's
shoe.
pants are so tight that have you seen that whole like video?
I like how he like jokes around about
It's
it.
so fun. Have you seen the video? So basically he has like a tailor being like to take in his pants and when they give it back to him it's like this big.
Wait, so is Dustin May doing the same thing with his pants over at the Red Sox?
I would assume so. I'm not looking for
At this
pictures.
point you still haven't pulled him up?
I know.
I
Come
have pulled him
on,
up.
just
He-
find
it's
him in the
just a
damn
picture of him,
uniform.
like yelling
Show
in the-
us.
in the Red Sox. No,
That's so good. Just show us fucking Dustin May. No, just
I
kidding.
would like a sketch though of the Dodger clubhouse guy doing Vesia's laundry
It's-
and pouring like extra, making it shrink after every single wash.
Yeah, it's
We'll
really
send you the
funny.
video.
No, well, back to Jerry showing Kershaw the episode. When he said that, your and I's face were like, I don't know whether to smile. Like, can we pause on that for a second? Wait, can you go back and re-say that? Like, I know we were like, I don't know what to do. Just play it cool.
Can you believe, Adam, we didn't even make a facial reaction to him telling us that? I watched us and I'm like, wow, we are pros. Because inside, I know I was like, oh my God, did he just say that?
Yeah.
I have to remember to ask Jacqueline about that later.
Or like I'm surprised we didn't do this.
I know, because we were really being pros.
Yeah, well, yeah. And it was a great story, so it was hard not to listen.
Yeah. Go us, though.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know you were tempted to like,
Oh, I was like, well, mostly for you because I'm like, she's dying, which I am too, but like, yeah. What else about this beautiful team and us?
Okay, so when I said earlier that I feel like we need to just take on their energy, it's because I catch us putting the fan in fanatics.
Oh, being kind of crazy.
Because we have these ups and downs, these highs and lows, and we're like going crazy ourselves over this team when they don't have a worry in the world. They just keep this cool, calm, and collected energy, and then it's like one day at a time, one game at a time. We lose, tomorrow's a new day. So
They don't
I'm
have
gonna
time.
try.
They just don't have time to harp on it. They have to keep going. I mean, they don't get a break until after San Diego.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Which,
get-
how would you feel about this whole new expansion thing that, it would lessen travel a little? It's supposed to like be, I mean, the fact that they're already talking about it tells me that it's pretty much.
Rob Manfred actually purposely put it in a writer's ear, and he wrote about it in 2018 just to kind of gauge the temperature of the public reaction to it. And so it has been talked about for so many years already, and I guess it's gonna happen.
If it's to this point, I feel like it's probably going to happen, which it expires next season. So we have all up until like the end of next season.
Okay, so when I first saw like the 4-team divisions, I was like, wow, they really want this Dodgers-Padres rivalry to be a thing because they don't even have the Giants in our division. And so that's really the only gripe I have about it. You can't separate this historic rivalry.
There's another rivalry that got separated too.
Really? I see the advantages of less travel for the players and
Well, because even coming up in September, they go back to Baltimore and one other place. I think
Hold
I
on a
wrote it
second.
down.
I've
Pittsburgh.
seen about 19 different iterations of the realignment proposal.
Well,
Which
it's an
one are you looking for? Because
expansion.
I've seen.
Well, because
Adding
there are a
2
lot going
teams.
around where people put their own that have kicked the Dodgers and the Giants, but I have seen one where it's kept them together.
oh, I've only seen where they aren't together.
I've seen one where everybody's together.
Oh,
still.
really?
Yeah.
It's our same division?
I think they kicked out Colorado.
Yeah.
The one that you looked at, is that seem like an official one?
It seemed more legit than some of the others that I saw.
Okay.
Like there are some out there that are floating around that are just absolutely ridiculous that get rid of basically the National American League entirely, which is just like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There have been some that I've seen that still form, but they teams will have to move. There are certain teams that will probably have to do it. Not unheard of. Houston used to be in the National League, now is in the American League. It's happened before, but they are not going to separate the Dodgers and the Giants and the Padres.
Yeah,
They're not gonna do it.
They can't.
They can't.
That was really the only thing.
Look,
I'm like,
I
no,
like to be open to
no.
things, but don't change things that drastically. Like, I already don't do well with change, and it's like, wait, what? Like, no. Like, I don't want to, like, mix it up that much. I get if things need to be tweaked. Let's be honest. The schedule and how things have been working it's kind of been weird.
Yeah, I do like a lot of the changes that have been happening. And
Why don't we ask the players?
I would love to.
I know.
I
How
would
would
absolutely
they
love to.
feel about, like, because ultimately, do they think it would be beneficial and what the wear and tear of their body is? Does it like make it more enjoyable? But like, I don't know.
I bet the players, especially their wives, would be happy to see a change affecting travel and it meaning less travel. So I would think that it would be a positive for that. What do you think about it, Adam?
In regards to what specifically? Travel? Because they've been changing the schedule.
Are you for or against the expansion and realignment?
Expansion, that's a tougher one. Realignment really only happens if expansion happens.
Where is the expansion? Would be in
Nashville. And the other was
North
Salt
Carolina,
Lake City,
or
I heard.
Oh, I thought it was like North Carolina, something Carolinas.
I thought I heard Salt Lake City.
The second team is up for debate, I think. I'm not sure that baseball should expand. I'm not totally convinced that we need 2 extra teams. I'm not convinced that there are enough quality baseball players to fill.
Well, that's what they're saying, is that now other teams are going to have to kind of step up and make sure that they have some competition, because I mean, what was the specific teams that they used? The White
Rockies
Sox and the
White
Rock.
Sox?
Yeah.
Well, that's why it kind of doesn't make sense. I'm for positive change and moving in a direction that makes sense when it makes sense. But just to add 2 extra teams because like other sports have 32 teams.
Or because of the demand of baseball.
And when we have like the teams like the Rockies and the White Sox that have only won like 30 something games this year and aren't spending money to build their teams and make them better, I don't really get it. But I feel like Rob Manfred has done some good with some changes he made and wants to keep that going. I don't know.
There should be a team in Vegas. We're getting a team in Vegas.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm not sure that expansion really is merited. The
Isn't
NBA,
that the Athletics?
Yeah. The NBA makes sense. The NBA, there are enough quality players in the NBA where they can add 2 teams and it makes sense. Now, will it actually happen? There's some people saying that it might not anymore. Baseball, I'm not sure. And the big telling thing as it pertains to baseball and expansion, I think, will be the CBA when it expires after next year. That's the thing that's going to dictate the future of baseball for quite some time, in my opinion. That is a huge negotiation. You guys talked about it a couple weeks ago or maybe last week about Bryce Harper getting mad at Manfred. Like the amount of money and all that stuff and all those negotiations have a much more long-term effect on MLB's ability to expand than any whether there's demand. I just don't know if it's there.
I mean, in the end, they're going to choose money.
I would really like to talk to Rob Manfred also, just like Joe Kelly did. Ask him for a meeting.
Where's Joe? What's going on with him?
I don't think it's going to happen. Dang it. I mean, at this point, you can't just throw him into a Major League Baseball game. I don't know.
I think they could. But I get it making sense. And like our pitching is doing okay. I think we're getting our starters back. Our relievers are coming. I'm excited.
I know.
I'm so sad. I feel like the season's already coming to an end. I know. It's like crazy.
But it's getting good.
It's getting so good.
I'm excited to play the Padres again. It'll be different going there.
I want to go.
Let's go then.
Okay.
Although, guys, the driving lately, I can't handle it. It's turning me into a mean person.
I know, but you're going to have to buck up. You live in LA and we drive here.
I know, but I've lived here for 14 years. I've never driven this much.
But you've also only worked in like the Mecca that you've lived.
I know. So
There's
it's
a really
like,
nice
do I
train
move?
that goes down to San Diego.
What?
There's a really nice train.
Yeah, the surf rider.
You know what? That could be really fun.
Yeah, I've done it before. To Sherry's bridal shower in Irvine, I got myself a couple little champagne splits and put in an ice chest, and I sat there and just like put on some headphones. I got buzzed by myself, and I was like, yeah, it was beautiful. The ocean, it's a really beautiful ride.
Let's do it. You know, I don't know if I should tell this, but when I was in college and the Yankees won the World Series, I took the train with my friends from New Haven to New York City to go to the parade, and we drank so much on the way there. I don't even remember it.
I hate when that happens. I really hate when that happens.
I was underage too.
You're
Don't tell anybody.
naughty.
Or so bad. When did we say that?
Oh man. Well, okay, who's the famous third baseman?
Ronce.
Ronce. Okay. So I heard someone say like, okay, the
Say
best,
about
if
say.
not the best, third baseman. And in my mind, I'm like, Justin Turner, And then I was like thinking like, man, I wonder who people think when they hear that, And so then I put myself through a quiz and I was like, all right, Jack, favorite first baseman. And then I was like, Adrian Gonzalez. Eric Karros. Freddie Freeman. Like I was like,
Wow.
how do you choose?
That's fun. Your little
Yeah.
quiz with yourself. Speaking of Eric Karros, his son did really well against the Dodgers and hit his first home run yesterday.
I love that for him.
I thought it was so funny that, you know how we post our texts on our stories? Mm-hmm. Which I didn't ask you about when you took over that day. Do you know how crazy I get with that? To make sure it's only a white background. I
switched my background to white.
I Photoshop out the delivered sign.
I know.
I get
was
a little
I can't.
crazy.
I couldn't get too crazy because I was on a walk and like I'd text Marcel and then I tried to crop it. I switched mine because I have a black background.
Oh.
Because it's like supposed to be easier on the eye when it's like so much white.
Oh.
So, but I switched it to white to stay on theme. So I knew you would like, but I also was like, she's not going to, and you're not that crazy with it. I mean, I know you're crazy with it, but I just was throwing them up there.
Yeah, and that was fine, and that's probably what I should do.
Are you okay?
also.
Are you sure?
Okay, sometimes I know. Sometimes I get a little Virgo perfectionist crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I had so much engagement. People were chit-chatting.
But when you did it, were you like, oh, wow, she does get crazy with this? Because sometimes it'll be a blue background and I'll have to like manipulate it a little and redo the screenshot.
Yeah, I didn't really... I knew it didn't look as crisp as yours, but I also was like, why isn't it letting me crop that without getting close to that? Like, just give me one more little,
I know exactly what you're talking about. It only lets you eliminate a certain amount.
But if you crop too close to the blue, that's when it goes blue.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Wait, but can you tell our listeners that you were texting what was I doing that day?
Your sister and you were at your grief thing. You're on the board for.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
so you guys
we were
went
on
to
that night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that night we were at Will Smith's comedy night because that looked amazing.
I know.
That looked so fun.
I bet it was so fun.
Even though I just feel like the whole room they were in, it's like there was no place for us to like.
We just would want to sit next to them. And that was a good night for me. And it was funny when I went and watched our stories. I'm like, yeah, go Jack. And then I'm like, I wonder who she's texting. And then you're like, you could tell.
I said I was just texting Marcel and and then Marcel's like, don't you need some of the white bubbles too? I'm like, then text me back. I'm like, now I have to really talk to myself, like make a thing and then be like, oh, haha, that's so right. I'm like, help me out. But you were busy and like, that's such a fun thing that we love doing. And I was like,
people love it.
Yeah. So I just was like, and I didn't want to disrupt you, which is why I was like, I wanted to send it to you because it was obviously I wanted to blurb to you.
You can still text me.
Well, I know, but I knew you were doing something and I wanted you to be focused and get blown up and you already weren't watching the game. So it was like, I didn't want to give away.
I don't know if we're going to keep this in, but I just have a general question because I feel like I look at texting differently than other people. Like I will respond to whoever when I can. I don't expect someone to respond to me in that moment when like if they can, great. If not, like get back to me when you can. Like I kind of have that respect for whoever I'm talking to. But like there's certain people that I'll text and they won't get back to me for, I don't know, 20 minutes and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And it's like, you don't need to say sorry.
Yeah, well, I wasn't so much, I just didn't want your phone to keep going off and it be like, you know, the game's on, it's me like 700 times. So
well,
that's
I
like,
appreciate the thought.
So yeah, I just told Marcel, I'm going to text you. And then he's like, I'm like, yeah, I can't believe you're critiquing that I don't have any white bubbles. And how exactly do you expect me to do that? I should have texted Chella. That's what I should have done. Next time I'll have her because she'll message me back for sure.
Why I even brought this up at all was because I texted you, I wonder who Eric Karros is rooting for. Because obviously we were playing his son.
Yeah.
And it was his son's first series against the Dodgers. And someone responded to it and said, that's such a funny question. Like just, I think thinking that I just randomly thought, I wonder who Eric Karros
is rooting for.
I'm guessing that they didn't know that his son was on the Rockies.
That's so funny though.
It gave me a chuckle. Okay, besides...
Okay, but really quick, the body on that man's hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think of Eric Karros' hair, Adam?
He loves it. He's already told me.
Oh, really? What about his son? Does he also have great hair?
I don't know, but
he's really good.
It is. He's got a
he played
lot of
really
body.
well.
Yeah. What?
Eric Karros' hair?
I like his hair.
You do?
It's retreated
Yeah.
some in his later years. That happens to men, you know. That happens.
Look at the smile on his face.
I don't blame him. I don't blame his hair either, but good hair.
A lot of body. Yeah. That's so funny. And it was his last like regular season broadcasting. Mm-hmm. And so it was like so fitting.
It really was.
But I forget who was teasing him. It was like, we're going to mic you up at the game to hear how you feel about your son. And he's
maybe
like,
Steven?
Maybe Steven, yeah. And he was like, nope, I'm off. My phone's off.
I love when our team gets him to stand up in the broadcast booth. And you know who got him to stand up this time? Mookie Betts, who's been playing really well.
I know when we were in the booth, like that was one thing Eddie said because Steven stood up. He's like, oh, he's getting ready for a big play. And I was like, oh, this is exciting.
I love it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I also like that he's been posting those kind of BTS videos of him doing that. Yeah, really cool. Yeah. I'm really happy for Mookie. He's been playing great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He seems even keel. He feels like he's getting in the groove. I know. Miguel Rojas has been such a support.
Yesterday,
like, wow.
He had an amazing game yesterday.
Yeah. I know. All of them.
Yeah.
The bats. The pencil bat.
I wish it would stay forever.
I know. Well,
where is it?
I don't know. I think they probably get to keep it.
It would look nice in our studio.
Pajes, if you want to send me the pencil bat.
I'll put in a bid. $20.
Sam, $500.
I'll trade you a pencil.
But it's like, I don't know, as a hitter, I guess they have their bats. I wouldn't want to get rid of it if I just hit a home run off of it.
True.
I would want to keep it.
Are they not allowed to keep using them?
I don't know. I don't think so. Is it like not regulated?
Is it a rule?
I don't know. Because I think, was that company Mookie's? Because you know how Mookie came out with a bat wrapping?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like it basically that. Like that people can wrap their bats. It doesn't mess up the integrity of what the bat is.
Interesting.
And like where it's really big with kids being able to but I don't know when it comes to a game if they're allowed, but they did it.
I really want to ask a baseball player all the inside baseball stuff. Like, what are the unwritten rules? The things that you're allowed to do that you're not allowed to do? Like, what's the clubhouse vibe? You know?
I mean, I'm sure.
Like, just things that when you get there, it's this way. This
or
is
does
how
everyone
you
have
to
NDAs?
act. I don't know.
I've heard that certain people, even ball boys, have to sign an NDA.
From the organization or
Yeah, I don't
like
think
Shohei Ohtani gave
I know.
NDAs
I think
to
the
everyone.
organization kind of. You know that girl who told me about the mud on TikTok?
Yeah.
Her husband's a pitcher. She always has a
Oh.
lot of little inside nuggets.
Ooh.
And she kind of brought that up. I don't
Who's
know if
her
it's within
husband?
every. His last name's Ramirez. I think he just got called back up. She put out a really funny video of her jumping into a Ritz-Carlton bed and was like, when your husband gets called back up so you can start your romance with the Ritz-Carlton beds again. Because I have to look exactly. But their videos are really funny. And sometimes she asks him questions where I'm wondering, Do you ever get like kickback from like other people? Because she even asked about like if people put like sticky stuff to keep their fingers, like where they hide it. And like he kind of goes in depth of like where different players put stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, it's very interesting because like we're there within, I mean, he's playing. Sometimes I'm like, don't say that. You're going to get in trouble. Yeah. I'll have to send him to you.
Speaking of things that players aren't allowed to do, what about Tommy Pham?
Oh, hothead.
Yeah. But he always has. You know
Really?
that he one time went up to Jock Peterson and just slapped him across the face over fantasy football?
So then it's his like, something's off with him.
Yeah, he needs anger management probably.
Yeah.
That seems to be the theme of his career. I think he got suspended for 3 games over slapping Jock. And then, yeah, I thought that was so unnecessary. The catcher made a comment about a strike being called a ball. Pham gets walked, obnoxiously kind of flips his bat. Why? You gotta walk.
Yeah.
Do you need to do that?
And
like
not
you're
just-
egging
and
it
not
on.
even just flip
That's
it,
that
but, like-
Padre energy.
The Padres were in line.
I know.
Everyone acted very.
They don't want that bad karma from their
I will
bad
say, not to
attitudes.
side with like anyone, but some of those called strikes were definitely balls. And
Yeah.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
But come on, let's clean it up.
Tommy Pham, has he ever played for the Padres? Adam, can you look that up? Because he really, I feel like he would fit well on that team.
I don't think they need another firecracker.
I know. I know they don't, but it's just, I don't know, when you think of like people fitting on a team or however we've been talking
Yeah,
about.
he does have a lot of Padre energy.
I feel like he was on one team. Was he on one team for a lot of years? And then the last couple of years, he's been tossed around to a bunch of different teams. I
If
think he was
you
on the Diamondbacks.
If you could pick anyone in the MLB that has like the Dodger energy, who would you want on our team?
Trey Turner.
No.
I mean, he was for a short time. He's one I really liked and wanted to stay. I
I'd
just
have to
like
think
him
about it, 'cause
as an all-around baseball player. But he really gelled well with our guys.
Tommy was on San Diego
He was?
When?
4 years ago.
Oh. Who do you think?
I don't know. I'd have
Everybody
to
in
think
the
about it.
MLB.
I just felt like you would already know.
That was the first name that came into my head. But he already has been on the Dodgers. I just thought he fit really well.
I think I'd want Aaron Judge, but I also, not because I think he would necessarily fit, I think I'd want to see him play more often, like with my own eyeballs.
I would like to watch him more.
Yeah.
However, don't you think he would be a player that if you saw him in any other jersey, you'd be like, no.
Yeah, I don't think I can picture him in like a white Dodger jersey, but I
No.
mean, I don't know. But my point is like, I think because I just want to watch him more, not just on TV or like, because he's so amazing. I feel like we're kind of missing good baseball off of him just to see. But, you know, you always worry about too many superstars on one team.
That would be insane. We would be hated even more than we already are.
I know.
And that would never happen.
No,
He
no,
is
no,
the
no.
captain.
No, I know. No, totally.
We're just having fun.
Yeah. Don't come at me, guys. I was just saying.
Emmett Sheehan pitched really well yesterday.
Yeah.
I was happy for him.
I honestly, I'll say I have to go back and like look more in depth. I did kind of highlights. We were at the event. It was hard and they were winning. So I was like, okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to chalk this up. But I have to go back and really watch the game. Junior player of the week.
Okay.
All right.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Was it an easy choice or did you have to really think about it?
They've all been kind of, you know, coming back, and I mean, a few of them. We choose for so many reasons.
I know. I just kind of thought one name and now I'm like, with this player, with this player.
But
You know what? Gotta go with the gut always.
I'm gonna go with my gut.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Player of the week. 1, 2, 3. Mookie.
Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith again.
Firing it down to second.
Key
players.
Team Mookie bets.
I mean, he's amazing.
I'm really happy for him
Yeah.
playing well. I just am annoyed with the media only talking about him going to right field. Like,
I know. But what is going to happen? I mean, something kind of has to. Well, I mean, Teo, geez, I mean, give the guy a little bit of a break.
well,
It's annoying. They're
it's
not.
annoying because we don't talk about all the amazing catches that happen. We just talk about the ones that are missed. Granted, that was pretty
I
tough
know.
to watch.
Yeah.
and we don't want things like that to happen.
But he's been going out taking outfield practice before games and really.
Well, what did Dave say? It's not for lack of trying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we'll just see.
Okay, so Will Smith?
Dude, that was such an, I mean, in a high pressure
know
game,
what?
when we just are like, and you're getting key players, and it's like, when you get those people on base and then they get hot and they steal a base, and then that's when they get hot. And he really just put out the flame.
Did we even talk about him getting all those outs? See, we went live on Instagram the other day and we used a lot of our material. So I'm forgetting.
No, I think we
that
just
wasn't
got
an
it
episode.
out. I think we got it out. So we feel like we've been able to move on.
That's true. See, that's why we can't talk baseball with each other outside of the podcast.
We just need more episodes. People keep asking us.
Do you want us to record more? Yeah. Do you want us to keep going live? That was fun going live.
That was so fun going live. We had great engagement.
But okay, back to Will Smith because that was amazing.
Amazing.
And the look on his face, he's just like, doesn't smile. He just, yep, got you out. Bye.
Just
He's been awesome this year.
Boom. I'm just like, what is happening? I know.
The perfect throws. Yeah. His timing. He's just on in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Will.
Yeah. I still don't know what to say to you.
Good luck against the Padres.
Sad, you're really
See,
nice
that's
wife.
what we said in the live also. So when we were at the event and we saw Will Smith and he passed us, we both got a little starstruck, and all I could mutter out was, good luck against the Padres.
It wasn't so much starstruck. It was more of like, I don't know. I guess starstruck. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Like, you're just really good. Thank you. Like, what do you say?
It's more, what do you say in a second?
Yeah. I think what you said was perfect. And you're like exaggerating for a really funny story. You weren't as like.
I know. I was cool. I was like, good luck against the Padres, Will. Whatever.
I could not.
Okay, it wasn't like that either. It was more like, good luck against the Padres.
Yeah, that was
What
a
do you
little. Yeah,
think?
yeah, that was.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
He smiled and was like,
He did.
yeah.
But he called it in that interview too.
Mm-hmm.
He went and talked with the utmost
I
confidence.
know. I mean, when he said like, yeah, it'll be tough games. You know, it'll be a hard team to beat, but we're a hard team to beat. So, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, but they got to beat us too. We're like, yeah, well.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And I had to pick Mookie just because of how well he's doing, because I don't like the media attention on him, because that guy lied and wrote a story about him that wasn't true.
Isn't that crazy?
And leave him alone.
Isn't that kind of crazy that people can really just write whatever they want and everyone just
It really is.
Yeah.
How is that allowed?
And he's like, and everyone reads it. And like, he was fired up. I'm like, David, you're so funny. When I don't listen to him all the time, but when I do, I crack up at least 4 times in his episode. When people call in and they're stuttering, they're like, he's like, all right, John, get your thoughts together.
I know. I have such a fun time
Yeah.
listening to him with the callers.
Yeah.
You know, when we asked people to text us back in our stories, a lot of people were like, I apologize to Conforto.
Mm-hmm.
He's really stepping it up. There were a lot of comments like that.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'm just thinking, do you think people mind if their names are shown? If I reposted all of the responses, do people care that their handles are shown? No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If you care, then you don't
Probably
respond.
wouldn't. Okay. It was a thought. I didn't want to post something that someone didn't want.
I don't know though, because I have a friend who's kind of gotten into the influencer space and stuff. And when she has a lot of engagement and asks a lot of questions, she seems to block it out.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. So that's why I want to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess if people are responding, they're,
It's free game.
yeah. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So, okay, we swept the Padres. We're on game 3 of the Rockies. We didn't sit down to watch the game. And although we were at the stadium at an amazing event, I'm excited to watch the game tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited. I missed it. Not watching, I was like, man, did like 5 games pass? What did I miss?
I know.
Alex
and it was
calls,
my
like,
favorite
4
kind of game.
Yeah.
Where we just score a lot and they score a little.
Yeah, I hope they keep it going. I want to get just good momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially going into the series. I mean, I'm just excited. I
Me
think
too.
our boys are in a good zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Jinx.
You owe me a Coke. Now you owe me two.
Well, let's just look at the notes to see if there's anything we missed. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you something. Okay. I really like Logan Webb, who plays for the Giants.
Okay.
Did
Why?
you know that? Well, a lot of reasons. One, listened to him on Mookie's podcast. Really liked him. I liked them talking to each other. Mookie does really well against him. So they were kind of like talking about that. But also, Logan Webb, his two grandmothers,
Oh my gosh, that video.
have lived together for 17 years. They became roommates once they both lost their husbands. They haven't missed a game of Logan's since Little League and are his biggest fans, biggest cheerleaders, text him before every game. It is the sweetest thing ever, and it really reminds me of my two grandmothers because growing up, I feel so lucky that I had all of my grandparents and my Nana and my grandma were friends. And
Yeah.
it just is one of the most special things to me, I think,
Yeah.
in my entire life that
it
they were
was.
so close.
It was like such a cute video. I mean, there's just no words on how adorable that was.
I watched it 20 times.
I mean, and the other one just like, and you just gotta go and do your best, and like, and I'm like, I love you, and the other one's like,
and I text him and I say, kick butt.
they're all dressed up in their jerseys.
My dad's mom, my grandma, was known for baking, and she would bake anywhere she went. She would bring some baked good. She was really known for her cookie cake.
I gotta try this cookie cake.
I'll make it.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually, Evan should make it because
I
he
know,
beat
but
mine.
he's in New Jersey.
He'll put it in the mail like my grandma did.
Okay.
She would mail it all over the world.
Evan, can I please have a cookie cake?
Even one time to my cousin Jake when he was in Iraq.
Oh, that's so sweet. Then he can definitely get it to us.
So,
But I'm gonna give you my address because she'll eat it all.
I know. Anyway, so my grandma would always bake, and my Nana always liked things burnt. So like whenever anything was burnt, we'd like put it aside for Nana.
so interesting.
So whenever grandma would burn something, she would bag it up, drive over to my Nana's house and drop it off, and they'd end up having like tea or something. And I would get a note from my grandma because she would also write letters to everyone. You called her, you'd get a thank you note in the mail. Thanks for calling. She'd be like, I went over to Nancy's and she is just so lovely and beautiful. And I didn't know if she'd have time for me, but we had a lovely tea and pound cake. Oh, I miss them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But yeah, that reminded me of them. And just how lucky is he to have that love and support?
I know. I lost my grandparents fairly early, high school, and then right before college. And then my grandma was a little bit after, but I know sometimes, people who have their grandparents right now still, I'm like, you're so lucky because right now I still crave a conversation with my grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I've experienced so many different types of deaths, but all my grandparents lived such beautiful, long lives that I only really think of them fondly. And yeah, missing the conversations and the notes and all this stuff, but really lucky.
I know it's crazy. When you look back at home videos, that's the most wild part when you hear their voice and you haven't heard it in a while and you're like, whoa, it's like a sea of emotion.
Well, I have every voicemail from my Nana on my phone that I just can't erase. And I click and listen to them sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one with my uncle.
Aw.
I know. Well, love you guys. Love ya. We're just crying.
Tables are turning over here now.
We're getting tired. Our loopy's going.
Love ya.
Love you.
All right, well, go Dodgers.